That time is 8:50 on this Wednesday morning, September 6, 2017. It is time now for the Peter Channel Morning News on this Wednesday morning, September 6, 2017. Good morning to you all this lovely Wednesday morning, September 6, 2017. It is 8:50 a.m. and on top story of Peter Channel Morning News is the latest on Hurricane Irma, Category 5. Storm leaves damage in Barbuda. U.S. officials warn of powerful Hurricane Irma impact. We'll have more of that on the Weather segment of Peter Channel Morning News coming up. The ACA reaction shows how immigration has become a litmus test for Democrats. Trump said that he would turn to the GOP and then the Party of American Worker. How's that going? Trump and North Korea, how the U.S. can contain turn Kim Jong-un. Suki says fake news help terrorists according to WIggins crisis. In D.C., white evangelicals are literally the 1%. Business won over UK workers' first proposal to Brexit. South Korea's moon discussed an unpredictable North Korea's situation with Putin. Top European Union court rules, eastern states must take refugees. Women trapped in a window trying to retrieve poor after Tinder date. Defiant Clinton looks to explain loss of the new memoir. How much trouble is Bob Mendes actually in? Ex-tape Tokyo airline found shot by police. Couple were arrested, nurse fired from second job. The European Union Court insisted on Wednesday ruled against a challenge by Hungarian Slovakia of the EU mandatory relocation of asylum seekers. Tropical storm Jose gained strength Tuesday, and the Atlantic Ocean is forecast to become a hurricane by early Thursday, as the National Hurricane Center said. With Hurricane Irma looming in the Caribbean Wednesday, Florida residents and President Trump are watching the Category 5 storm very closely. The Social Security Administration paid out nearly $30 million to veterans who are already dead, according to the Inspector General report released last week. Chocolate Jam Mars pledges $1 billion to fight climate change. Hackers gain switch open access to U.S. power grid control systems. A European Union court backs Intel Apple 2009 final world regulator. U.S. trade deficit shows no signs of shrinking. Alright, stocks now down 234.25 at 21,753.31. SP 5 down 18.70 at 24.57.85, and Nasdaq down 59.76 at 63.75.57. As Hurricane Irma looms, X-37B poised for the first flight up top SpaceX Flight 9. Zinc virus user treat requested brain cancer. HPV researchers plan to win prestigious Lasco Medical Awards. Blood clot risk and other problems might be tied to how tall you. Peter, Jello News Time. 8:53 on this Wednesday morning. It's time out for a sports report. Boston Red Sox eke out a 3-2 win over the Toronto Blue Jays in 19 innings later early today at Fenway Park. And the Wheaton Lions field hockey team blank Regis Pratt 6-0 at Northern Field. Tonight, the Red Sox will be at Fenway Park taking on the Toronto Blue Jays. Game time is 7:10 p.m. and the Norton Lancers girls soccer team will open up their season at Adams Field at Northern Iowa against the Belknap Blackhawks. Game time 3:30 p.m. Go Lancers! New York Yankees Red Sox react to sign sealing bombshell. Dolphins Buccaneers won't be played in Miami Sunday as heard. Looms. Peter Cello News Time. 8:54 on this Wednesday morning, and it's time now for traffic and transit pod. Baby! Let's study off on EMT with a red line space with bar delays at the signal pub at Park Street. Frameman Whistle Line train 507, 7:30 a.m. inbound from South Station up at 5:50 p.m. between Wellesley and Square and Worcester. Middlebury Lakeville train 01. Hello!
Miss Julie, can I use your phone for a minute?
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah.
Gonna do my newscast.
Oh, yeah.
Middleborough Lakeville train 010 807 expected to depart Middleborough 45 minutes late due to mechanical issue. And the ferries out, looking good.
You see the one doesn't show up on your thing.
Seven, and looking at traffic, it shows 7 Expressway, north bad side. It's up to Great split down around Prospect. 7 Expressway, south bad side. It's up to Prospect down around Quincy. 3 to the north bad side. It's slow between Wayman down to Great split. 24 to the north bad side. It's slow between 27 and Brockton out of 128 Kenton. 95 to the north bad side. So between Edinburgh out of 128 Kenton. 95 to the south bad side. So between Kenton downtown Providence. 146 so between 50 95 downtown Providence. 195 westbound side, so between Seacock and Providence. 95 at the northbound side, so between Wark down to downtown Providence. 37 at the eastbound side, so between 285 down to 95 downtown Providence. 120 at the northbound side, it's so between Denham down to Waltham. 128 northbound side, it's slow around Route 95 in Peabody. 120 at the southbound side, it's so between Woburn down to Waltham. 93 to the southbound side, so between Bedford down to Zinc Bridge, Boston. Route 1 southbound, so between Chelsea and Charlestown. 17 to Seoul, California, looking good. 18 so between River and Boston. 485 in the northbound side, so between Milford down to Marlborough. 485 in the southbound side, so between Harvard down and Marlborough. 485 in the northbound spectrum between Lowell all the way up to Lowell. 485 in the southbound side, spectrum to the large stretch. And 485 in the southbound side, it's over the Havel stretch. Central Western Massachusetts Highway is out. Lincoln Kid, 91 in the southbound side, so between Windsor and Hartford, Connecticut. 84 westbound side, so between Hartford down and Newington. 84 eastbound side, so between Newprinted. 84 westbound side, so between Newtown and Danbury. 91 on the northbound side, so between Newington and Stretch. Route 9 is slow both ends by the Middletown stretch. 91 on the southbound side, it's over the New Haven stretch. 95 on the southbound side, so between Fairfield and Greenwich. See you, Julie.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Julie. 95 is southbound side, so between Fairfield and Greenwich. Every turnpike southbound side, it's slow after 101 and National Adventure. And up north for my regiment, I was all looking good. Peter Chill News Time is 8:57 on this Wednesday morning, and it's time now for a weather report. The latest on Irma. 185 mile per hour winds, 18.1 to the north, 163.3 to the west, moving west northwest at 16 miles an hour. I have potential catastrophic category 5. Hurricane Irma passes over the St. Martin to the northern Iowa upon an Angula. Hurricane warning is effect for Antigua, Barbuda, Anguilla, Montserrat, St. Kitts and Nevis, and St. Eustatius, St. Martin, St. Muffin, and St. Muffin, Emily, British Virgin Islands, and U.S. Virgin Islands, and Puerto Rico, VKs, and Clavara, Dominican Republic from Cape Cod to the north border of Haiti, Guadalupe, and southeast Bahamas, and Turks and Caicos Islands. Hurricane warning is effect for Haiti from the northern border with the Dominican Republic, Limbo, St. Nicholas, Turks and Caicos Islands, and southeast Bahamas, Cuba from Montez Province, eastward to the Guantanamo Province, Central Bahamas, and tropical warning is effect for Dominican Republic from the south of Cabo Delgado westward to the southern border of Haiti. A tropical watch effect for Haiti from the south of Limbo, St. Nicholas to Port-au-Prince. Hurricane warning means that hurricane conditions are expected somewhere in the warning area preparation to protect life and property should be reached to completion. And hurricane watch means that hurricane conditions are possible within the watch typically issued 48 hours before the anticipated first occurrence of the tropical force winds. Conditions to make outside preparation difficult and dangerous. And tropical water means that tropical conditions are expected somewhere in the water area. And tropical watch means that tropical conditions are possible in the watch area and generally within 40 hours. And interest elsewhere. The Dominican Republic and Haiti, as well as the Cuba and the northwest of Bahamas, and in Florida should monitor the progress of Irma. For storm information, specifically your area in the United States, including possible inland watch and warnings, please monitor by the local and National Weather Service Forecast Office. And for storm information, specifically the area outside the United States, please monitor information by a local National Meteorological Service. At 8 a.m., the Hurricane Irma was located near latitude 18.1 to the north, longitude 63.3 to the west. Irma is moving toward the west-northwest near 60 miles an hour, and its general motion is expected to continue for the next couple of days, and on forecast track, the extremely dangerous core of Irma will move over portions of the Northern future downs today, past just north of Puerto Rico to the 7th and 9th, and past near just north of the coast of the Dominican Republic on Thursday. Max the same within a minute near 185 miles an hour with our gusts and high winds. That Category 5 hurricane on South Pacific hurricane wind sail. Some fluctuations in intensity are likely during the next day or two, but the Irma's forecast remain on top for Category 4 or 5 hurricanes in the next couple of days. Hurricane force winds extend outwards at 50 miles an hour from the center of tropical force winds extend outwards up to 175 miles an hour. Wind gusts to 90 miles an hour was recently on the island is assassin located in south of the area of Irma. A NOAA National Ocean Service station on Barbuda reported sustained winds of 180 miles an hour with gusts of 155 miles an hour before the estimate failed earlier this morning. The estimated minimum center pressure is based on data from Air Force Reserve aircraft and earlier sub. First observation is 98 millibars, raised with 11 inches, and NOAA National Ocean Service station on Barbuda reported minimum pressure 960.1 millibars, 27.05 inches early this morning. The combination of after storm surge and large breaking waves will raise water levels above normal tide levels by the fall about within the hurricane warning area and north of the center of Irma. The coast of the surge will be carried by large and destructive waves. Now we'll leave it islands in 7-11 feet. Turks and Caicos Islands 15-20 feet. South face Bahamas 15-20 feet. North coast of the Dominican Republic 3 to 5 feet. North coast of Haiti and the Gulf of Canaveral 1 to 3 feet. The combination of a life surge and the tide will cause globally dry areas near the coast to be flooded by rising waters moving inland from the shoreline. The water is expected to reach the fall height above ground, and the peak surge occurs at the time of high tide. British and U.S. Virgin Islands except St. Croix 7-11 feet. Northern coast of Puerto Rico 3 to 5 feet. Southern coast of Puerto Rico and St. Croix 1 to 2 feet. The deepest water will occur along the immediate coast of the areas of onshore winds where the surge will be accompanied by a large and destructive wave surge related flooding. It depends on the relative timing of the surge, and the tidal cycle can vary greatly over the short distances for the area. Please see part of the about a local weather services forecast office. Hurricane conditions will continue today with the hurricane water area in the Leeward Islands. The hurricane conditions are expected to begin within the British and U.S. Virgin Islands this morning and spread west over the portion of Puerto Rico later today. The hurricane conditions are expected to begin within the hurricane water area. And the Dominican Republic Thursday with also conditions beginning tonight, and hurricane conditions are expected in the water area to the southeast Bahamas and the Turks and Caicos Islands beginning Thursday night. Hurricane tropical conditions are possible within the water area of Haiti by early Thursday and in central Bahamas and Cuba by Friday. Irma is expected to produce fall and rain accumulation for Thursday. Dolphin leaving downs 8 to 12 inches and outside 20 inches. Northeast Puerto Rico and the British and U.S. Virgin Islands 10 inches and outside 15 inches, and southwest Puerto Rico the 7 leave downs and St. Croix 2 to 4 inches, and Irma is expected to produce a fall and rain accumulation Wednesday for Saturday. Southeast Bahamas and Turks and Caicos Islands east of the central Cuba 8 to 12 inches outside 20 inches. Northern Dominican Republic, North Haiti 4 to 10 inches outside 15 inches, and southwest Haiti 1 to 4 inches. In all areas, this rainfall may cause light flash floods and left mudslides. Swells driven by Irma will be affected the Northern Leeward Islands and Puerto Rico, and the Virgin Islands and the southeast of Bahamas, the Turks and Caicos Islands, the Northern coast of the Dominican Republic, and portion of the southeast coast of the United States during the next 7 days. As well as likely to cause life for certain rip conditions. Please consult your local weather office. And now looking at some models on Irma. The GFS model is going to take it up to Florida, coasting up to Georgia, and up big landfall in South Carolina for the 06Z model. The 00Z model for the Europeans is going to make landfall around Georgia and South Carolina. Canadian model is going to make it landfall up the southeast New England. Going to go towards southern New England coast. And looking at all the models, and it's going to make it go up to the northwest and try to make landfall on Georgia, South Carolina coast. But Florida need to be prepared for the hurricane. anyone? Meanwhile, closer we have a flash flood watch continues for a portion of Massachusetts and Rhode Island, including the Florida areas. In Massachusetts, Rochester, Bristol, Essex, Middlesex, Norfolk, Plymouth, Suffolk, Worcester, Rhode Island, Bristol, Kent, Newport, Providence, and Washington. From Wednesday morning to Wednesday late Wednesday night. Periods of showers in the bed of thunderstorms expected Wednesday to Wednesday night with the pockets of localized 2-inch rainfall. Early rainfall is rated 1 to 2 inches, but out of being possible with the strongest storms, which may lead to localized flash flooded storm straight over the same areas, and this may consider to have a mainly urban type flash flooded Wednesday night. Flash flooding watch means that conditions are may develop that lead to a flash flooding, and flash flooding is a very dangerous situation. You should monitor later forecasts and be prepared to take action should flash flooding warnings be issued. All right, looking at the radar, it shows a line of showers and storms from Lowell, Massachusetts, up to Lawrence, Mass, and up to Salem and Derry, New Hampshire, and the double batches of rain showers stretches from Concord, New Hampshire, all the way down to Keene, New Hampshire, and line of rain showers from western Mass to western Connecticut. This is heavy banded showers and storms from Islip down to Woodford and Long Island, and they are going to be headed to the northeast. And line of rain showers in eastern New York and heavy banded rain showers up near 1X and raining around Rutherford and Rampart in New Jersey. Okay, 7-day forecast. It goes like this. For today, sky showers and then showers will possibly a thunderstorm about 3 p.m. 7 to 12. Could produce heavy rain, patch about before 4 p.m. Mars. Sky about 7 degrees and some about 3 to 8 miles an hour. Chance of is 6%. New rain amounts between the 10 40 digits. That's how much possible thunderstorms for tonight. Showers and possibly a thunderstorm. 7 storms produce heavy rain. Patch back up to 8 p.m. Low at 62 degrees. South about 6 to 8 miles an hour. Chance is 8%. New rain amounts between 3/4 1 inch possible for Thursday. Showers likely rain before 8 a.m. Patch back before 10 a.m. west. Most skies about 74 degrees and west about 3 to 6 miles an hour. Chance is 6%. New pitch about between a quarter to 1 inch possible Thursday night. Patch back up to 5 a.m. west. Park about 1 degrees and west about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Friday. Patch back for 7 a.m. west. Sunday, podcast about 74 about 50 degrees and west about 3 to 6 miles an hour for Saturday. Most assessment 69 degrees. Saturday, patch back up for 3 a.m. Then patch back up for 4 a.m. Otherwise, podcast about 48 degrees for Sunday. Patch back for 9 west. Most of Sunday, most Christmas about 50 degrees. And for Monday, Sunday, most Christmas for about 52 degrees. And for Tuesday, Saturday about 75 degrees. And currently in Norton, it's clear cloudy skies, and it is 72 degrees, humidity 92%. And that's me for the Peter Channel Morning News on this September 6th, 2017 on a Wednesday morning. Peter James here. Good morning, good bye, I'll see you at noontime for a noontime report. You have a good morning.